continuing on with exploring functions, we're going to look at summarizing data with functions and using the financial function. So this will be a little bit of a recap from our lesson a moment ago on how to use the auto sum feature. But I want to show it to you in this other kind of version of the spreadsheet as well. Okay, with a little bit more content. So, for example, if we wanted to add up total sales, for January, then you can go ahead and put the cursor in B25, for example. You would go ahead and do equal sign for our formula. And you could either type in, sum, as we shown you a moment ago, open parentheses, take your mouse, and you can highlight what you're wanting to calculate and close parentheses and get a total. Or you could just go ahead and click in the cell C25. If we want to do February now, go to the Formulas tab, click the Auto Sum button, and it automatically types all of that for you, the equal sum and all of the data, and then all you have to do is hit enter. And that means you could come through here really quickly and, add up the sums of these columns very quickly here. So I feel like we've covered the sum and getting a sum pretty efficiently now. I'm going to move on to using the average function. So I'm actually going to delete this so that we can just start fresh. And how you can get the average is either by typing equals average, open parentheses, and typing in the fields you want, or as we showed you before, just highlighting the fields you want, and then close parentheses it and hit enter. That's going to give you the average sale price or profit or whatever these columns are calculating here. And so you should just be able to hit equals average, and then go ahead and do the close parentheses, and that will give you the average for each of those. So let's talk about the Pmt function. What I'm going to do is open a new document, and Pmt is really about figuring out what a loan payment may be based on a series of inputs regarding interest rate, loan amount, and loan duration. So for this one, I'm going to do File, New. Now we're just going to start with a new workbook. It's going to have me type in some key things so that we know what we're talking about. So in A1, it wants me to type in electronics and press enter. And then it wants me to type in interest, years, loan amount, and then payments. In these fields, it's telling me the interest rate is 7.5%. and it'll be paid off in 2 years. The loan amount is $2,500. And so in order to figure out what my monthly payment would be, to calculate this, you would do equals. And the PMT function is actually minus PMT. And you're going to still do your open parentheses, okay? And so we're going to take the interest rate, and it kind of gives you the information here. So we are going to take the interest rate, which is 7 point, well, yeah, it is B2. So really what it wants us to do is to type in B2. B2 divided by 12 months in a year, comma, B3 times 12, comma, B4, and then close parentheses it. So this is what it's done. It's even color-coded each transaction. So once we have put in the formula here, now we can just hit enter and it should calculate what our actual payment would be monthly. And for some reason, that does not seem correct. Let me see what I did wrong. Make sure I type in percent. Maybe that's more like it. So, if you don't type in the percent, easy way to get your answer to not be correct. So make sure you type in the percentage as well. And so now our monthly payment should be $112.50. So we've gone over using the auto sum once more, how to calculate the average, and doing the PMT function using the interest rate, the years, and the amount to come up with a monthly payment.